I didn't see anyone, but I felt someone. John, my half-brother's half-brother. He and I weren't close in this life, but in that moment his presence was powerful. He didn't speak, but I understood him perfectly. He told me without words,
"Our older brother can't handle losing another sibling. You have to go back."
I knew he was right, and I made the decision to return. Welcome to Let's Lift the Veil. Today you'll hear the powerful story of a 21-year-old young woman who crashed her car and had a near-death experience that changed her forever. What she felt in that timeless space and the message she received might shift the way you see life, love, and what comes after. Stay with us until the end. This story may stay with you for a long time. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and give the video a thumbs up to support the channel. My name is Penny, and I learned my lesson the hard way on July 23, 2018, because my entire life was flipped upside down. That night I got behind the wheel under the influence with no seatbelt on, and drove straight into a tree at 50 miles per hour. I was unresponsive and they had to bring me back. That was when I had my near-death experience. I don't remember the crash or the moments that followed. My body may have been unconscious, but my awareness had shifted somewhere else. I found myself in a space unlike anything I'd ever known. There were no walls, no visuals, no real sense of place. Just darkness, yet it felt like being wrapped in a giant blanket of peace, unity, and love. I wasn't scared, I felt safe, and I felt like I was home. I didn't see anyone, but I felt someone. John, my half-brother's half-brother. He and I weren't close in this life, but in that moment his presence was powerful. He didn't speak, but I understood him perfectly. He told me without words,
"Our older brother can't handle losing another sibling. You have to go back."
I knew he was right, and I made the decision to return. That space had no time. My thoughts were rapid and clear, and I understood things I could never grasp on earth. I felt a deep knowing that we never die alone, and that we are always connected to where we came from, because when we die we go home. When I woke up in the hospital, everything was different. I was alive, but I was no longer the same person. Before the accident, I was a liar, a thief, someone who made selfish decisions and broke trust. I wasn't a good daughter, friend, or sister. But coming back, I knew I had to change. I was determined to live with honesty, to love fiercely, and to stop being the person who hurt others. I committed to my recovery by never missing a single DUI class. My counselor told me I was one of only 2 clients who showed up every time. I've never driven under the influence again. That experience shook me to my core and rebuilt me from the inside out. Since then I felt deeply spiritual, though not religious. I sense the presence of those who've passed. I have vivid dreams. I sometimes feel emotions so powerful, it's as if my loved ones are still with me. Like the time I visited my grandfather, and the room filled with golden light. I just knew my late grandmother was there too, beaming with joy. I now trust my intuition. I experience déjà vu so clear. I can trace it back to dreams I had years ago. I know things before they happen, like the gender of a baby, long before anyone else does. And more than anything, I've learned that love is the answer to every problem, to every fear, to every loss, because love is the core. We're meant to carry each other through pain and joy alike, to form deep bonds, and to love without conditions. I'm no longer afraid of death, and for the first time in my life, I'm not afraid of truly living either, because since that moment I've had a purpose: to live with truth, to love with my whole being, and to bridge the gap between this world and the one waiting for us when it's time to go home. My life, behind the veil. Since that day my life has taken a complete turn. Before my accident, I was lost, dishonest, and careless, hurting both myself and those who cared about me. My near-death experience taught me the importance of love and integrity. I now strive every day to be a better daughter, sister, and friend, living with honesty and purpose. I no longer fear death as I once did. Instead, I feel deeply connected to the universe and to those who have crossed over before us. I've learned that life only has meaning when we share it with others, loving them unconditionally and supporting them through both joy and hardship. My intuition is stronger, my dreams more vivid, and I often sense the comforting presence of my loved ones who have passed. This experience has taught me to live, not in fear but in love. Everything I do now is guided by the belief that everything happens for a reason, and the good we send out into the world always finds its way back to us. Thank you for watching all the way through. If this story moved you, feel free to share it with others. Here we explore what lies beyond the veil, one experience at a time, and if this video resonated with you, give it a like, share it, and of course subscribe for more stories and thoughts about life, death, and spirituality. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. See you soon.